Welcome to Around the Board, a show where four board game enthusiasts discuss board game topics and news. On today's show, we'll take you out to the ballpark as we look at baseball-themed games, as the Fall Classic is just around the corner. So we're going to do that, and we're also going to do some other cool stuff. We've got baseball board game Karen. Is that what it's called?
Sure, Phillies Karen, baseball Karen.
Phillies Karen,
sure.
baseball Karen. We got that to get to. And also, we got a giveaway we're going to do. So stick around. You're going to want to make sure you stick around for that for a free game. And we'll hear from our correspondent in the field, Hansa, as he reads some fan mail. But enough of that. It's time to go ahead and introduce everybody. Joining me in the blue corner is Daniel Corked Bat Connors. In the red corner, it's John Pintar and the Bat Theismann. In the purple corner, purple corner, it's Kelly. There's no crying in baseball, McLaughlin. And in the green corner, a juvenile delinquent in the off-season, Andy Barnett. Let's play ball! Hey, guys. How we doing?
What?
You know, I
Excited
feel
about
like Andy, see, I'm a big Cubs fan, and John is a Royals fan, despite his disgusting hat that he has on right now. Just absolutely disgusts me, John. It's a Cardinals fan hat out there. But you like the Royals, and he had the Brett, what was his, George Brett?
Pintar.
He had the
Pintar and the Bat.
That's right.
That's right.
For mine, you should have said steroid user, because that's what Sammy Sosa
Sammy
was.
Sosa.
Well, corked bat. Corked bat was fine. Corked bat.
Okay, who did
That was Sammy
Cork
Sosa.
Bat?
That was Sammy
He did
Sosa.
that, he did that as well.
Did he?
He had the corked bat. Yeah. What
Some
kind of
fan
fan-
dying.
what
It's
kind of
hard to
Cubs
get
fan
60
are
home
you,
runs.
man? Gee.
Hey, you can't change baseball without taking some roids and corking some bats. What can I
Do you
say?
know what? Do you know what mine was a reference to?
No, I do
Anybody?
not.
Anybody? John? Did
I
you get it?
forgot what you said.
I said a juvenile delinquent in the off season.
Oh, that's
No.
from the one about the Cleveland Indians.
That's right, Major League.
Major League, yeah.
That's right.
Good one.
That was referencing Charlie Sheen's character.
That's
there,
right.
so.
And we all know
That's a
Kelly's.
documentary out.
He does.
Yep.
I've heard you don't want to watch it with kids.
Not a sponsor.
Oh, gee. Well, I got all kinds
right.
of baseball fun stuff. Like I got my 2015 World Series ring. Can you see
I'm not
that?
wearing mine right now. Yeah.
Look at that.
Not,
I got
not
a-
as good as the 2016 World Series ring. Cubs.
I got a Wade Davis bobblehead.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Anyway.
good old Wade.
I gotta say
You
something
know
about
the
my
Cubs.
I gotta say something about my Cardinals hat that was brought
Go
up
for it.
because I'm the red corner, so I need to wear something red. I have a lot of Royal stuff I could have worn, but like Daniel's gonna be wearing blue. I'm like, I know he's gonna wear his Cubby
See,
stuff. Like
This is where you
this-
failed miserably.
Well,
You
hold
should have
on.
had.
what?
Go ahead.
What should I have had?
You should have had a KC Monarchs hat.
I don't have a KC Monarchs hat anymore.
They're
I used to
red.
have one, but I wore it out. But this one is actually, my dad is from St. Louis. This hat has not been worn since his passing, and I've inherited it
Oh,
then.
okay.
So there we go. So it's a tribute to my dad. Plus, I get to say, "Suck on that, Daniel." You got a card.
I was going to say, suddenly you've made us all feel like crap,
Bonus.
John. Good job. We
Thanks.
all feel just,
Not all of us, just the guy who interrupted his heartfelt story.
yep, that'd be me.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh,
Andy, you said you had something to talk about. Was that it?
that's it. That's it. I was just
Okay.
going to talk
Well,
about
I
baseball.
have something that's actually about board games, because that's what people are actually here
What?
for.
How weird.
No,
So I know
sports
this
ball.
weekend I played Alibies, which is a all play game. It's kind of like code names, and I played it with some adults, and it was fine. But I immediately said, you know what, this will be really fun to play with my kids, and it was fun. So just real quick, it's kind of like code names, but what it is there's like 9 to 12 to 14 different like villains, and you are given 2 cards that correspond to those villains, and those cards have words on them, and you're supposed to come up with one word to try to compare those 2 together. And it's like code names, but you're just always just pairing 2 words instead of like 5 or whatever. But the story I want to share about this is my son. We played around where he had out there was fork, and there was also scissors, and so his clue was murder, and we were like, okay, it has to be scissors and fork because those are the only things you can stab people with, and we guessed, and we were wrong.
Really?
He
It
decided
wasn't
that
in the
murder.
library.
That's right. The murder was scissors and cards, because when you're playing cards with somebody and you lose, you want to murder them.
Oh my
And
god.
I was like,
See,
I don't know if I want to play games with you anymore, Brendan.
I thought he was making a reference to your geekdom and maybe referencing Gambit or something.
Oh, I thought it was Bullseye.
Yeah, either way, I would have been more proud than what I
Yes.
actually got.
Yes.
Man, if he would have said, because Gambit can like blow people up with his cards, I'd have been like, yes, I love you,
Yeah,
son.
exactly.
Instead, he was like, because I want to murder you
Winning.
when I lose in cards.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Okay. Hey, at least he's truthful.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
you know, if I don't wake up tonight, you guys know why.
He died of
All
paper
right.
cuts or cardboard
That's right.
cuts or
Right.
something. All right.
All
We're
right.
ready to do with what we're supposed to do here, where people, join us for something.
Yeah,
no,
man.
what is it?
We got
That's right.
3 reviews coming your guys' way. This
What-
is
what do we call this?
around
Wait.
the board first.
It's
we call
time
this,
to
we,
play
wait. Before we do it,
Okay,
we call this
okay.
something this time. This is special. We're talking about baseball. For once we have 3 games, it's a 3-game series. 3
Oh,
baseball
well
game series,
done,
baby.
John.
So there you go.
We got to give John credit for most of this stuff because this was his idea. He wanted a theme episode. And if you've ever watched our show at all or have paid attention, John is all about theme. He cares less about if a game is good or not. He just wants a good theme. So that's what we're,
And this
that's what we're
episode
providing for you
shows
today.
that.
Yeah, we're going to have absolute crap, but it's got a theme. So
So give him some likes. He needs the likes.
That's right.
he does.
Show
All
us
right,
we're wrong.
it's time to play the game. That's right.
This is
Around the
not
board
what
is all about playing the game. 4 games in 4 segments. We have a behind-the-scenes judge who will judge each one and give us points. At the end of the round, we'll have somebody be able to talk about whatever the heck they want for 2 full minutes. Can't beat that. Not even Cracker Jacks and popcorn can beat that.
No, not at all.
No, nothing else. All right, well, let's let's get this thing started. Direct one.
Wasn't expecting that as the round music. Good job.
You
That
know
was
what?
very good.
Just changing things up, baby.
That's right.
What's going to happen when we get to round 4?
I guess we'll find out.
We'll never
You'll find
know.
out. You'll find out.
Oh,
Got a little surprise.
well, we have a show to do.
Yes.
So let's go to our
Lead it off.
review and release.
Review and release, which is
Thanks.
totally different than hot or not or great game debate, right?
It is.
So what makes it different, Kelly?
Well, this game we're going to review, give our opinions, and then we're going to release it, and one of you can win it. Tell us
That's right.
more, Daniel.
So send us an email at mail@aroundtheboard.net with the subject line. Let's go with how about Bat Flip, because that's what we're reviewing. Bat Flip Dynasty. This was a review copy, and as we have committed, if we receive a review copy, we're going to send it away to one of you lucky viewers.
Despite John's propensity to want to say, we need to add it to our collection.
I believe I brought it up that we should give it away today. So there you go.
I know, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. All right,
But
so Kelly, get us started, would you?
All right, so let's just give a little bit more information. Bat Flip Dynasty from Scorelander Games is the hotness from 2025. This is a new release, and it plays up to 6 players. Some of the cool mechanics, it's got some dice rolling, card drafting, and Daniel's favorite, the closed economy money mechanic. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and give my opinion first.
Well, I believe we're going to have a teach first.
Oh.
Bat Flip Dynasty. Bat Flip Dynasty is a small box baseball drafting game where you're going to be building some players to your team to generate more wins. The theme behind this game is that you're a team that's just a few players away from winning it all. So you're going to try to sign those few players that you're missing and hopefully generate a lot of wins. What you're going to do to start the game is you're going to be dealt 2 team cards like this. This is the San Francisco Clutch and the Los Angeles Stars and Scrubs. And each team is going to show you there's going to have a different amount that you can spend, 23 million to 25 million, and then start drafting players. You go around doing a normal card draft where you're drafting players. And to show you a little bit of a card anatomy is you're going to have how much they cost. This is Johnny Dipp. He is an all-star, so he has a star on his card. And then it's going to show you how many dice they provide. This provides you 2 team dice and 1 league dice. It shows that he's a catcher, and it shows what symbols you need to get in order to get the maximum amount of wins possible from this player. Or you can just fill it up with anything to get the minimum wins or the base wins of 3. Each player may come with their own particular ability. Like this one, Mr. November, you can add 2 playoff wins if he's on your team. You don't even have to get the right dice on him. He will just add that to you every time. All right, so then once you've counted up how many dice that you get, these guys get 8 dice. Then you're going to roll those dice. Now here's an example of having placed a lot of the dice, and I have 1 die left over. And as you can see, it's a glove die. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 glove spots left. And so that's a lot. And so one thing that you might want to do, this is just something else that you can do in the game, is there's a wild card slot on every manager. I can place this there, and that means any symbol that needs a glove I can now fill with anything I want. So then we go to the next phase of the game where we look for league dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody's going to count up how many league dice that they contribute. And we all contribute this into the cool box bottom that looks like a little ball field. So we're going to roll everybody's dice in there. Whoever donated the most gets to roll them and then choose first. And so then we're going to be drafting dice out of there. If I couldn't come up with any of the other symbols, I'm going to have to put whatever on there and just put it sideways. And that person is only going to get me the base wins now. They have no chance to get me the max win. After that phase, you just count up how many wins that you got from these players. If you got 16 wins, you automatically win a division. That gets you a trophy. And then you go on to the postseason. In the postseason, you pick up all the dice that you've used, like these, and you roll them to try to get matching sets. But I would get 4, 5, 6. I would get 6 wins in the postseason. If that was the most, I would get a trophy. Also, if I had the most wins in the regular season, I would get another trophy. You can get 3 trophies total in all, and then you keep playing until someone gets the amount of trophies you need to win. Depends how many players there are, anywhere from like 5 to 8 trophies. And once the person gets those trophies, they win. After each season, you have arbitration, okay? And arbitration, everybody, unless it says differently on their card, gets another $1 million placed on them. And so if you don't have enough money, obviously you're going to have to cut people. And so you'd have to decide who you're going to get rid of, and the money that was on those cards goes back to your team, and then you're ready for your next draft. And that's pretty much how you play Bat Flip Dynasty.
All right, thanks for the teach, John. Way better than the time you taught me like a school teacher, shushing me every 10 seconds.
He shushed you, really?
He did.
He gave me the finger. The school teacher finger.
School teacher finger.
Oh,
I would say,
goodness.
John, I don't...
You know, I'd like to say this was an isolated incident, but I'm pretty sure he's done it to me too, and I'm going to go ahead and slap on the hashtag #MeToo there.
Except you deserved it, probably. I did.
Probably.
But regardless, what did you think of the game?
Okay. So this game, I actually got 3 plays, which is unheard of. I'm usually the 1 play and go. I really got into the baseball idea. Like, it was very well, like, you're like, oh, this is a baseball game. Cool. The cards with the different like abilities kind of lacked for me. I kind of felt like some of them were cool if you could get the right cards come in with the synergy, but I really had trouble with it. And the other part too is, and a lot of people, well, I should say someone else that backed this game did come and say this, it didn't have enough dice. So like if you we did have someone at the table that got a great synergy. They were taking up all the dice. So we didn't really think, oh, we should just figure out some other thing to be a dice. So we just ran out a lot. So I don't know. But I will say this. One of our good friends, Dandy Randy, as I like to call him, said he didn't like the playoff version where you sit there and you roll the dice. You know, here you're planning your team, you're making lots of thoughtful decisions if you can. And then at the playoff time, it's like you just roll dice for pictures. Like, it was kind of underwhelming, which I really wanted to add that because it was a really great point. But Chris, who we played with, I got to give his shout out because he loved the playoff. It was the best dice game ever. Quote and quote.
Really?
And
Not specifically the playoff, but the tie for the playoff. It was
That's
only
what it
the
was.
tie for the playoff.
Oh, because
Yeah.
you keep playing, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
There is no
And
tie.
He got real excited. So that got me, I was like, oh, wow, a dice game he likes. You know, luck. Sometimes it works in your favor. So all in all, I like it. I would probably play it if offered. But yeah, I just couldn't get it going for me. My team just couldn't get there.
So
Never
was
got
it
to the playoffs.
so was it hot or not?
Probably a not for me.
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I
But not
know. I feel
horrible though,
bad.
right? It was
Oh, no, no,
playable at
no, no.
least.
Absolutely. I feel like it was just it needed something. It needed something more. If it just gets a little something more, I think it could be a really hot game. It was missing some. I think I needed more combos. I felt a little like I didn't have a lot of options. I would have liked to have seen more abilities on more players. I think that would have made it more interesting than it constantly being okay, +2 power max if you get this same team guy, which is fine. That one was fine, but I wanted more to mix it up. I felt a little handicapped in that way. But it also could be me. I could have been terrible at picking my guys, so that's always possible. Could have been player error.
Say, I will
But
agree with you about the dice. We were wondering if that was like a built-in part of the game, but I don't think it is. I don't think they expected you to run out of dice. And so yeah, I wish we would have thought of what our friend that backed the game thought of, was putting something else on there. Put one of your dollar bills or something to acknowledge that you have a dice there, and then get all the dice together, because that just lengthens the game if you don't have enough dice in the dice pool. So
yeah. And that was at 6 players. It was a 6-player
yeah,
game,
exactly.
so
That's the only time I've run into that, is the 6 players.
yeah. We had, I think, a 4-player, not an issue. I think that's all. I really only played at 2 6s and a 4, so player count. So
Cool.
all right, so let's throw it to Andy. What did you think?
Well, I wanted to like this game, and I kind of do. I'm not gonna go right off the bat and say not. It's
see
a
what you did
warm
there.
for me. It's a warm, and warm is good. Warm is good, and unless you're lukewarm, and then Jesus says you're going to be cast out.
Wow.
But no, that's not what we're talking about here. We're
No.
talking about a game that is.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I thought this is baseball Yahtzee, is all this is. But then I got to playing it, and it does have some theme. I like the theme. It's a fun little game. It's a game I would play with my kids. It's a game I'd play with non-gamers. It's a game I'd play with gamers if I got some time to kill and I want to get into a really cool theme like baseball. It's not a bad game. It's just not a lot of strategy to it either. You can mitigate the luck a little bit, but really, it's a dice drafting game. It's not a dice builder, a deck builder, or dice builder. It's draft and place, and it's okay. It's not bad. I think people are going to like this game. I think it's going to be pretty popular. I like the art. I like the fact that it could play up to 6 players, and I thought the theme really worked well. I just don't think it's a super strategic game, which are things that I tend to gravitate towards. Which is funny because I'm not very good at strategy.
And you did kind of make me think of too, like one of the things that is very punishing is your team dice you get first. If you roll bad, like you have to place all those dice, and you could be taking up some excellent cards, and you have no choice. That kind of frustrated me because I wanted something to mitigate that, and you
Well,
can't.
and see now, yeah, there was definitely some. I said there was no strategy. That's a lie. There was some strategy.
Thank you.
I just I'm correcting myself right now already. What I noticed is that I had some really good players, and I was really excited for those players, but I realized those players didn't provide much personal dice. And so I got in this tricky situation later in the game where I think I had like 2 dice, two of the blue dice, which are yours, and that's not a good place to be.
Yeah, and that is one of the strengths of this game, is for sure, is balancing the team dice, the pool dice, and then also the symbols of what that player actually gives you. Because
Yeah.
you get into the scenario that you were in there, Andy, where you're like, I need more personal dice. Like I have to get more personal dice. So you have to let go of people. And that is where this game shines at, is that hard choice right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I thought about the prospect aspect, where you get the prospect and you have to play him. Maybe it's just because I didn't have any good prospects. I had bad prospects. But I don't know.
Well, that's bad.
It is. Daniel, what'd you think about it?
All right. Well, I thought the game was fine. I'm finding a lot of these games that came out this year, I kind of had the same reaction. They're fine. I would play this at FBC Gamers with a bunch of gamers, people who are at different levels of skill, but I'm not going to seek this game out. There's just a few flaws with it, in my opinion. The first and foremost is what Kelly said, I think, early on, and that is the playoff games. This game is all about mitigating those dice and placing dice on the cards so that you can score more points, which is great. It's a really cool concept. And then if you don't get the correct shapes, you get less points, which is also fun. And I like that decision. But then when you're all done, you get to take those dice off and play a playoff game with it. It's like a totally different game. I really feel like they paused and said, you know what? I feel like this game just needs a little bit more. And they're like, aha, what if we do a playoff? And then you're playing this weird Yahtzee game that just didn't make a lot of sense. But we haven't said a lot of positive things about it. So I do want to say something really positive about it. And that is the closed economy. When you draft your team and your coach, you will be given a certain amount of money, and you have that money the entire game. So when you are playing, you're drafting your characters, you have to pay them right away, and the money goes on them. And then at the end of a round, you have arbitration where they each have to be paid one higher. And now you have to make decisions. I have to get rid of these couple guys so that I can afford to keep the ones I really want. But now this is where the dilemma is for this game. You can only have 5 people on your field, and you're going to draft like 1 or 2 more times. So like the draft rounds that continue after that feel very lackluster. I don't feel like I'm making a lot of good choices when I'm drafting. So I feel like there's a lot of fun things about this game. It's very playable. It's very exciting to play it with people who would want to play it, but there's just enough little nagging things on it that's I'm probably not going to seek after it. But if you are a baseball fan and you really love like lightweight games, midweight games, and you love playing in groups, I think this is a must try for you. But for me, I'm going to say it's not. And I know, Andy, you said that this game's going to take off. I don't see it. Like, I don't see it. I think this is not gonna
Maybe
catch
not.
on.
I don't know. It depends. It's such a it's a nice gateway game. It really is. I could see it being really popular with certain people.
Yeah.
Now
I
I
mean,
want
the
to do.
theme was integrated well.
Yeah, the theme was done great. And speaking of the theme, I got to counterpoint you here, Daniel, and play devil's advocate. You
Yeah.
hated the playoffs. I thought that was great, and here's why: because I kept having a great team in the regular season and then falling flat in the playoffs, and I was like, well, that's something I'm used to.
Yep. Yep. For
I'm a
real.
terrible roller.
It was just
I
yeah.
couldn't.
That theme really came through and
Terrible.
shined. I'm guessing they tried to do 9 players because that's a full.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Bring it to me.
Okay,
All right.
okay, go ahead.
Yep,
go
John,
ahead.
John, it's John's
you
turn. Let's
guys-
hear it. I can't
you guys
wait.
are all
I can't wait.
insane.
Shh.
This is no. First of all, the teach. That was the worst. It always seems to be when Kelly's there that it's the worst atmosphere for a teach. I'm not saying that's why it's the worst atmosphere for a teach, but there's always like 1 out of 6 people paying attention at any given moment, so it's really hard to explain a game. But anyway, I did the same exact teach at Andy's, and 80 Andy got the game like that. It was no problem. So moving on to the game itself. This game is hot. This game is awesome, and I will tell you why. There's so when you talk about, I couldn't believe Daniel, you were talking about, oh, you get your first 5 guys, and then there's no decisions to make. Give me a break every time. It's so cool how you have to do the arbitration at the end of every year. It's like, okay, everybody's going to make more money. Is this worth paying these people more money? Can I do better in the next draft? Almost every time I'm down to like 2 guys left, and so I'm looking to upgrade my talent. It can be like a what is that game? Hero Realms type game where you're like, I want to get the perfect 5 guys, and it's not just 5 guys on your team. The theme is you're a few players away from making the playoffs. So you're getting these extra guys to add you're adding these amount of wins to your team. You're not going to win a baseball season with 20 wins, but with 20 more wins than the year before, now you're a contender. That's the whole theme of the game. So it all makes sense. And I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was, to be honest. I thought this doesn't sound like the baseball theme is going to come through. And I thought it came through great. The different thematic ways that the cards work was great. I love how they have little flavor text on them that says this guy's a clutch player. He does this. This guy has a long-term contract. You don't have to pay him more in arbitration. That's awesome. That could be worth something. And then there's so many things to think about when you're drafting the guys. There's this guy can get me 8 wins. Okay, that's great. But if he only gets me so many more wins than this guy, then I can do this and flip them because I have this ability. You have different abilities. You have different abilities they're going to have on the cards. You have different abilities from your club, from your manager, all things to think about. And so, yeah, the fact that there's no way you're going to just automatically have 5 guys on the first round and say, well, I don't need to draft anymore. That never happens. So there's
Yeah.
amazing
You
decisions
knew
to
how
make the
to
whole
play
thing.
the game.
The game is fun. And I think the reason they do the postseason that way is because in case somebody is getting hosed because they're providing all these dice and they're getting all these dice, but they're not getting many wins because the stuff isn't matching up. But they're like, hey, the playoffs are coming. I get twice as many dice as you guys, so I'm going to rock it in the playoffs. So that's one advantage to having those, because it's kind of little mitigation on if you didn't get the dice that you wanted, but you got a lot of dice, then here you go. You're going to have an advantage in the playoffs.
Well,
and one more thing I want to say before you go is when you say you're picking
taking
cards
forever.
because of the dice, I think it's also kind of cool to stick it to the other people when you have somebody that is providing a whole bunch of dice to the league pool that everybody gets to use, and you're like, no, I'm putting 2 in, but I'm going to take 7 out of the thing that you guys all put in there. So I think that's kind of cool too. But just
So-
something to think
Good
about.
timing.
The way you're
All right.
describing it,
Yes.
is that it's this, you add these few players to try and make your team better. So what you're saying is it probably should be called My First Bat Flip Dynasty.
Eh.
And then we need a full version that actually does a whole regular season.
You mean a whole team?
A whole team, and a whole regular season, because you said it was only 20 wins. You don't win with 20 wins.
No, it's, oh my gosh. Do I have to
See?
explain
We
this to you
don't know
again?
all the parts. We
I
don't
thought
know all
Andy
the
got
parts.
it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That
if your
was your
team won
problem.
60
You
games last
assume
year,
too
they're going to
much,
win 20
John.
some more this time. They're going to win 80 some games. That's the theme.
No, you're right, John. The theme does play out very well. It does. But the like you said, the combos are worth looking at. I just feel like it was kind of samey, like that like it was like if you plus 2 max wins if you have the same person on the team, and that's repeated several times. There just wasn't
Yes.
enough there to make every play feel too dynamic. We got just completely rolled by our producer Randy and Topher, go figure. And part of it was because of the combo they had with their like manager. So that was also a little problematic too. There's just a little bit of unbalancedness with that manager, I think, as well. So overall, I was okay with it, but I don't know. I feel like there could have been more. There could have been more. I had so much more hope.
Wait for the expansions.
I think
There you
maybe
go.
the fact that
Oh,
the two best game players were good at this game and better than everybody else means it's a real game and there's probably actual strategy. I think that just proves it right there.
Oh, that's fair.
or they needed
Good
to play
argument.
it once, did all
See,
the good
Kelly,
things,
it's
and
not
they
like
don't
Kelly
need to
was
play it
rolling
again.
the table.
Well,
Hey, whoa!
regardless of whether you find this a great game or not, we'd love to hear from you if you played it. And also, we're going to give it away right now, right? Well, not right
That's
now,
right.
but we're going to
Eventually.
offer that again.
Yeah.
Again, the
Good
way
job,
to enter,
Kelly. You won the game. Woo!
You won the game. No, the way to enter again is to drop a note with the title Bat Flip
Flip.
Dynasty or Bat
Just
Flip.
Bat
Yeah,
Flip.
send
Okay.
an email to mail@aroundtheboard.net, and in the subject line put Bat Flip, and that will be enough to get you entered for this drawing.
Strike 2. All right, next game up is Baseball Highlights 2045, designed by Mike Fitzgerald. It's been around a while. Actually, you know how I know this? Because I remember playing it when the Royals were in the World Series, and that was 10 years ago. So it's been around at least
Good
since then.
years.
I think actually it came out in 2015, it looks like. So yeah, there you go. Been around a little bit. Let me give you a little bit of the flavor text, then we'll go to Daniel for a quick teach. American baseball was on its last legs as a spectator sport. Football had become the predominant national pastime. That is until the year 2032, the year baseball decided to revolutionize the game and regain the throne. Starting in 2032, baseball games were shortened to 6 innings. Pitchers were encouraged to have bionic arm implants to improve their pitching. These cyborgs, or Borgs as they are affectionately known, were immediately popular and soon ruled the league. In 2041, robotic players were introduced to get more offense back into the game. These robots were similar to designated hitters in that they were only allowed to bat and not field. However, recent reports indicate fielding bots may be on the way. Now, in 2045, human players are still in the game and known as naturals. They are the best fielders by far, but are sorely challenged when it comes to hitting and pitching. All right, let's go to a teach. Daniel, what do you give us the lowdown on this game?
Baseball Highlights is a 2-player game that is meant to be played the best out of 7. Whoever gets 4 wins is going to be victor of the game, just like a baseball World Series. After each round of play, you'll be able to recruit new players into your deck, building up your team and sending some of them down to the minors. On your turn, you're going to play one of your cards from your hand and place it on in play. A card's going to tell you a couple different things. It's going to have an offensive or defensive ability that triggers before anything else happens. Then you're telling your opponent the type of hits you are threatening. In this case, I'm threatening a double and a single. Also, this card will tell me what kind of runner these hitters are. In this case, they are slow runners. There are 3 different speed runners. There are slow runners, average runners, and fast runners. Slow runners will always move the number of spaces that the batter moves. So if the batter hits a single, the slow runner will run 1 base. The average will always move 1 unless it's on second. If it's on second base, it will move an additional space. And the fast runner will always move in an additional space. So if he's on first and a single is hit, he will actually move 2 spaces. So once you have determined what your card says about what kind of runners and threats you are going to be threatening, you're going to place them in home plate. Then your opponent will have the ability to stop whatever it was that you did. In this example, Kansas City is going to cancel 1 hit. So while Chicago was threatening a single and a double, the double is now removed, but the single still triggered. Also, this card says Kansas City is now threatening an average double. And now Chicago has the ability to stop this double from going off. This will go back and forth for 7 cards that you've played. If at any point you are not happy with what you have in your hand, then you can take a card that has a pitch hit symbol on it. If this card was in your hand and it says pitch hit, I could actually draw from the top of my deck and see if I could get a better opportunity than this card here would have provided me. This pitch hit also allows me to take someone off of my on deck's place. This on deck person was put there at the beginning of the game. So I can choose to get rid of this card because it says pitch hit, and instead I can play this card from on deck. Once you have played your 7 cards, you will then have a recruiting phase. So every card that you've played will have a recruit power, like this one's 2, this one's 1, this one's 0, and this one is 1. You'll add that all up, and then you'll be able to recruit a new player. So that if I had 5, I would be able to recruit the Bat 44 robot. This new recruit will go on top of my deck so that I am guaranteed to draw him in the next phase. So you go through this process, you're keeping tracks of your runs. At the end of your 7 cards that you have played, that will be the end of game 1. Then you will move on to game 2, and whoever wins 4 games will be the winner of Baseball Highlights.
All right, thank you, Daniel. I'll tell you what I like about this game. I love the theme. They really pull it off well, and it gives you the feel of a baseball game. I'm a fan of deck building, which this is sort of like that, if you play long enough. That's the one caveat that I have, is you have to play this over many games, and it becomes much more a deck builder, and there's a lot more strategy. That's the key to it all. If you just play it, a couple of games, it's really a little bit more luck-based, I would say, at that point. But if you play it over the course of even a tournament or a season, you can really handcraft the players, and it's pretty cool. What I don't like about the game, it's only 2 players, even though it says it's up to 4, which is really meant to just be a tournament. Gameplay can feel a little bit the same after a while, but it's still a lot of fun. Yeah, so that's my take on Baseball Highlights 2045. I think it's the best baseball game out there in the board game world. What
is
do
it
you
a great
think?
game, do you think? Because
It's a great
considered
game.
a great game.
Yeah, it's a great game. Absolutely,
Okay.
it's a great
That's
game.
what we're debating.
All right.
Well, no, John, we've already agreed that this is a great bait. Now or a great game. We just got to debate whether it holds up. And I believe that Baseball Highlights definitely holds up. It is still one of the just premier deck building game, and yes, it is deck building because no one ever plays just one round of this game. Like, this is not like a suggestion you play one round. No. This is like Slay the Spire, where you have to keep going up the rooms to build your deck, and that is the game. You have to play the World Series, and you start off the game with the deck building because you kind of go through that first like 3 rounds that are kind of just like hypothetical rounds, and you recruit some people so that you got some robustness in your deck. Now, as far as Randy saying that it's not a lot of, or did I say Randy? Andy.
Yes.
You said
How
Randy.
dare you, sir?
Yeah, the reason Andy
Randy.
said it's not a lot of strategy, it was kind of confusing because I was thinking of Randy because he kills at this game because he has the ability, and this is what makes this game shine, to know what your opponent is doing. You get to see what kind of cards they're being drafted. Are they drafting a lot of naturals? Are they drafting a lot of robots? Are they doing a lot of, clutch hits or whatever? You can then draft to counter what that player is doing, and that is a fantastic getting inside your opponent's head and trying to figure out how to overcome the deck that they are building. We actually see that in a game that just came out this year, which is called Tag Team. While Tag Team is a little more on rails, it gives you the same feeling that Baseball Highlights does, where you're trying to literally counter your opponent's deck. Also, every time I play this game, it almost always comes down to Game 7 in the World Series. So it just gets super intense, and you just get really excited about everything you do. And the theme really comes through. You're really feeling like you're watching the highlights of the game that just went over. And there's just not a single thing about this game that I would say is a negative. It is one of like 20 games that I give a 10 out of 10. This game is indeed a perfect game.
Wow.
Holy
I can't
cow.
go that far, but man, it's good, but I don't know, Daniel. You know what's funny? It comes to me is this came out in 2015. It's talking about 2045. We're almost there.
I know. I was thinking that
Almost
myself.
halfway there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm waiting for those robots to join my cubbies still.
There you
there
go.
you go.
The Royals could use some.
Well, John, what do you got to say about this game?
Well, here's the deal. Before I played this game, I had heard it was a great game, and so I was excited when Football Highlights came out about 5 years ago, something like that. And my kid loves football. I'm like, if everybody loves this Baseball Highlights, I'm going to get the Football Highlights. I'm going to play it with my kid. Football Highlights is a little bit different than Baseball Highlights. Pardon me while I just say this for a little bit, because this is my first foray into these games. It comes with all these different teams. Okay, so you got New York, Kansas City, whatever. And so you pick your team, which is a little bit different than his team, and you play each other. And it was so weird because I'm like, okay, I'm on offense, I'm on defense, I'm on offense, and I'm on defense, and I'm on offense, and I'm on defense. And I'm like, and he was confused too, and it's like, this doesn't feel like football. It doesn't feel like football to me either. Okay, yeah. So we never played it again. So then when I played Baseball Highlights, I'm like, surely it's different because everybody loves this game. And the first time Daniel shows it to me, I'm like, I'm getting vibes from Football Highlights. This is not a baseball game. This is just a card game. This is just using baseball vernacular and baseball scoring to play a card game. And I was really down on it. We played it again recently to get it a little bit more flavor for it for the show. And I saw the Matrix a little more, and it is an enjoyable game. And I see why it's a great game. But if you're looking for it to be a great baseball game, I really don't know that you're going to get what you expect out of it, because it's a great card building, deck building game that uses baseball scoring. And it has a little bit of baseball thing too. I get what they're saying. It's highlights. So that's why you're seeing them at bat. You're seeing you at bat. You're seeing them on defense. You're seeing I assume that's what the theme is. These are the highlights of the game. This isn't the actual game going on. You're just playing the highlights. And so I would assume, because that's the name of the game, and you don't play baseball that way. You don't say, I'm threatening a single, then, oh yeah, well, I'm threatening a single. That doesn't happen in baseball. So I assume that's what it is. They're showing you the highlights of the game, not actually playing the game. So in that respect, it makes sense, I guess. If you're really looking for something that makes a flow of baseball, it's not going to have a flow of baseball per se. But so that's the only thing that would knock it down for me from being a great game, is that I think people are going to go in thinking this is a baseball game, and it's not going to play like a baseball game. It's going to play like a good card drafting deck builder, but in a baseball game.
John, I think that's a unique perspective from someone who grew up playing Stratomatic, which we're going to review another game here soon that's very similar to it. And I get where you're coming from, because Stratomatic feels like I'm playing baseball. Yeah. But board games are abstract. They're meant to be abstract. You're never going to get the perfect scenario. So this game is as abstract as baseball can get and still feel like baseball. I mean, you have fast runners who get the extra hit. You get the average runner who doesn't get the extra base until he's on second, and then he gets the extra base. You have clutch hitting. You have leadoff home runs. You have, knuckleballs and curveballs and magna gloves that get two people out because you catch the ball and then throw them out at home. This game is as thematic as you can get, and I forgot to say this in my review of it, is that's actually one of the flaws of it, because teaching the game, while I said it was perfect, I will admit there is one thing, and that is, if you do not know baseball, this is going to be a hard teach, because you have to know specific things about baseball to fully understand this game, which then proves this game is baseball in a box.
Well, I think it proves it does lean heavy into the theme. It does. But I'm just saying, if you're expecting it to feel like a baseball game, it's not going to really. It's gonna feel like highlights. I mean, that's what it is.
So you wanted to feel like a baseball game. So you wanted to feel like 3 hours of your life just passed, and you're like, oh gosh.
This from a guy that says he's a baseball fan.
I'm a
I just say whatever because John's being all passe because he did so well. He had this combo of naturals, like going the natural route. He just would get automatic, like, what was it? 3 home runs, 3 points. I couldn't stop.
No, it was 3 singles. 3
average
single
singles for every natural I'd use that game.
Well, it sure felt like 3 home runs.
All right, well, so, Kelly, I'm most interested to hear about yours because unlike the 3 of us who actually like love baseball, like for me, it's my sport of choice. The other 2 like it a lot as well. But you're kind of a rookie to baseball. So like, I'm really interested to see how that felt to you.
Rookie. Haha. Anywho, no, I really enjoyed it. I actually traded for this game a long time ago. It's been sitting on my shelf as shame. And so I didn't even know you could play 2 versus 2. I know it's not really 2 versus 2, but you could have simultaneous play. I really enjoyed it. I do agree. You do need to know baseball. If you don't know to single, double, blah, blah, blah. But it was very straightforward. Even for not knowing the ins and outs of baseball, I felt like I was able to jump in. I had a lot of fun, and deck building was one of my first favorite mechanics. So, going through and buying new cards and, trying to make sure I'm not getting rid of cards that, have good money. And I really like I know some people would say, oh, it's like rolling dice, but what was that thing called, Daniel, when you could just flip a card? Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's the designated hitter, so you can put somebody on deck.
That's it.
Or, pitch hitter, sorry. You put them on deck, or you can flip from the top of the deck if nothing in your hand is what you need. You can call an audible and try to find the result that way.
And see, that gave me the same feeling as, you just got a really sweet play when you didn't have a card. And that kind of had some fun, just kind of like, what can happen in a baseball game. So I liked it. It was good. Keeping it.
All right. Well, aside from Silly John, I think it's a winner. So
yeah.
I mean,
this
John,
game
you even said it was okay, but
oh yeah, I would play it again. I think I expected it to have. It's a baseball theme. I expected to have more of a baseball feel. That's all.
Well, we're gonna get to why you.
Well,
think
you as a theme guy looking for the feel, like, okay, listen, guys, if you're out there and you love baseball, this is a must play. If you like baseball, it's a must play. If you're like, I don't know if I like baseball, play this game. As long as you can get over the learning curve of knowing how the base runners run, which it's not that hard, you'll figure it out. This game is one of the best 2-player face-to-face strategic games that you will play.
So how much did Mike Fitzgerald pay you?
I'm just what can I say? This was at one point. This was on my top 10 games of all time. It's probably like now number like 20, like 20 or like 15 or something like that. Fantastic. I love it.
I was just gonna say, and I hear there's an app.
Oh.
So you can play it by yourself.
See, now apps. This is a whole topic for another show that we must have because I think apps ruin board games. Hot take.
Let's see if you win, then you can talk about it.
Anyway, this is a great game. Check it out if you haven't played it yet. If you have, let us know what you think in the comments below. And thanks for liking and subscribing as always.
Greetings, Kansas City board gamers. Join us at Meeple-A-Thon November 14th and November 16th. Not only is this Kansas City's largest board gaming, war gaming, competitive card gaming, and role-playing convention, it's also an incredible opportunity to roll some dice for a good cause. For every purchase of every badge supports ATP Houseless Services. So come on down, play some games, and help some folks.
All right, back at it, and we're going to our correspondent in the field. Here is Hansa.
Well, hello there around the board, podcasters. I'm so happy to be back. I have a really good message for you today. This one is from one of our youngest listeners. Her name is Kaylee, and she says, Really, Daniel? You had to say slay? Don't even think about saying Riz. It's just not cool. Also, who says da bomb? You guys are so cringe.
I like to think it's thebomb.com.
Yeah.
Bomb.com.
Cool
Yeah.
beans.
We told this story, I think, in the last episode where Kaylee just really just did not like the fact that I said slay. She was like,
Yes.
oh my gosh, that's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. And I loved it. I loved every single minute of it. The dad and me just really like shined in that moment. I was like, how often can I say slay now? Now, Kaylee, this is the second episode where you get to hear me say slay.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's all your fault too.
Dude, that is
That's
just
right.
that is not upper caps.
Is that a thing?
Isn't that a thing?
No
Upper
cap, dude. No
Oh,
cap.
no
that was
cap.
wrong.
No
That
cap.
was-
cap. Sorry.
yeah, that was just
Sorry.
bad, dude.
Okay.
Ohio skibbity riz. You don't even know what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
These kids.
What do they say? Blessing? That's blessing, man.
Bless
Bussin'.
that.
Bussin'.
Bless his heart.
God, you were
Bussin'.
messing. You were trolling us.
You sound sus.
Me troll? Never.
trolling us.
Never. Oh. All right. Well,
All right. Well, let's get a move on.
Hansa, that was great, but we have to move on.
Yes.
Start 3, you're out!
All right, strike 3 comes to me. And we're going to get back onto our 3-game series, the third game of our 3-game series of baseball games. And this one is a hot or not debate where we're going to talk about Diamond Dice Baseball, which is a really cool baseball simulator, similar to something like Stratomatic Baseball or Pursue the Pennant or things like that, things of that nature. But it's a new one, brand new hotness. And here's a quick way of how it plays.
All right, this is Diamond Dice Baseball, complete with the very awesome looking optional wooden stadium. In Diamond Dice Baseball, you are going to be the manager of a major league team of your choice. The team comes with cards for 2 different teams. This is what the cards look like. They come with the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the New York Yankees, because that was who was in the World Series last year. And they will all have different ratings written on their card. Like, the best you can get is an elite slugger power, that is Shohei Ohtani. And it's also going to say he's a switch hitter, he's extra fast. Clayton Kershaw, as a grade C pitcher, was not the best. Shows that he's left-handed. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a lineup of all these players and their positions. You're going to choose a pitcher that you're going to have. The other team will do the same. You'll roll 2 dice that come with the game, and you'll see what it is. You always put the red die in front of the white die, so that would be a 45. And then you would look up what a 45 does in the situational base charts, which sounds complicated, but it's really not. All you do is, it's the start of the game, so bases are empty. Boom. Bases are empty. You look 45. Then it depends on what happens, if it's a left-hander versus a lefty, lefter versus righty, and etc. Which is what's going to happen on this chart. You can see there's all these different options that can happen. One of them is a base hit. A lot of them depend on who you have playing, whether they're any good or not. But if it's a base hit, you would go to another chart, like this one. And you would go ahead and roll the dice. Once again. This time, what did I get there? I got a 66. That sounds pretty good. Shohei Ohtani, if he was up, he's an elite slugger power. We're going to look up elite slugger power, 66, home run. It's gone. One run for your team. Boom. Right there, 1-0. That's basically how the game works. If someone gets on base, you would immediately go to runner on first base. And it's a whole different set of charts. So people are going to hit in situations as realistically as they can. And you can also do other things like base stealing and advancement tables. You can try to steal bases. You can play with the infield in. You can try to take an extra base on a single. All the things basically that you would do as a manager, you can do in this game. And your pitchers will degrade over time. From C, he'll become a D. It'll be easier to get hits on him. Some pitchers have an X, which means they're better at getting strikeouts. Some will have a W, which means they're prone to walking people. Basically, what you're doing is managing a team. You're going to manage the team, see if you can manage it better than your opponent, and let the best team win. And that is pretty much Diamond Dice Baseball.
All right, that is a brief description of how to play Diamond Dice Baseball, and I can't talk enough about this part of the game, because if you've played any baseball simulators, I was a huge Stratomatic fan. Here, Andy Daniel's showing it right now. Is one thing we had to do when we played Stratomatic is we had to make our own stadiums because you need a place to throw the dice, put your guys on the base paths. You don't want to just have it be a sheet of paper. And so we'd make our own home stadiums. Look at the stadium that you can get for this game. It alone, and you can buy it separate. You don't have to buy the game. You can buy just the stadium. And I mean, if you have a baseball fan on your Christmas wish list, and we are not getting paid to say this. Just when I got this, I'm like, yeah, you can put the name of the team right there, get a sticker, get a stencil, paint like Cubs, Royals, whatever your team is on there.
What is this, arts and crafts time? This is not arts and crafts time.
Hang that bad boy on the wall, and you can load it with, autographed baseballs, whatever. I mean, this thing is cool. And then take it down when you want to play your son a little bit of Diamond Dice baseball, baby. So there you go.
This felt a little QVC.
Yeah, I know.
I know,
this
right?
is very much like, call now, 1-800-477-2246. The first
Get yours
$4.
now before they're out.
It is not a paid recommendation either. When this thing came to, when this guy said he was sending me this game to talk about, gosh, your ability will come. I thought I was just getting the game. He sends me the whole stadium and everything, like what you can get online. That's amazing, and it's really cool. And if you're people out there that have played these games know what I'm talking about. It's like, oh, that's awesome. That's going to make the game. So anyway, Diamond Dice Baseball. Let's get down into it. When you play these sim games, there's a different level of quality you're looking for in the game. Okay, you're not going to have the fancy dancy cards. You're not going to have all that because they put too much into the I don't know how to say it, but the production level of it is different. You look at it in a different way. It's going to be paper cards. That's what they all come.
In my day, we had paper cards.
That's right. In my day, if you get like most of these games, they're perforated. You tear them off and you do that, and that's what you play with. These ones are cut cards, color on.
They cut them. They cut them. That's great. Wow.
Would you say print and play?
Wonders never cease.
No. Anyway, so these people that don't know what they're talking about keep interrupting me, but let me move on. So this game, rather than having a bunch of just paper charts that are just going everywhere, they give you these nice booklets that are easy to flip through. It's like, oh, nobody's on base. We look at these ones. Single. We look at this one. They do it a different way. It's kind of cool because most of these games, they're going to take a player and they're going to reduce them to pure numbers. And that's what the card is usually, is pure numbers. It's his name and numbers. And you're like, I don't even know what this means. You know, especially if you've never played one of these. Like, what? He's a 285-3. What does that mean? Is that good? This one, it's like elite power hitter. Okay, and he's fast. He's super fast. This guy is extremely fast. You just read the card and you just know. You don't have to look at a book and say, oh, he's a speed D. What does that mean? He's a speed A plus. Is that better than a whatever? It's obvious. He's very fast. He's fast, and so. I think the way that translates is going to make it a little bit different. It's going to make it a little more friendly, maybe, for people that have never gotten into these kind of games. And so if you really like baseball, this is the wrap up, Andy. If you really like baseball and you like actual baseball, like not playing the game yourself, or maybe you do play the game yourself, but you also are a big fan of MLB and MLB players, you want to manage them yourself in a way that's not going to take forever to learn how to do it, then Diamond Dice Baseball is hot. That is one that you need to get. Have it on your wall and display it. And then when your kid wants to play a series, bring it down and play a quick series with them, because it doesn't take long to play and you can keep stats and decide who wins. You can go as nerdy with it as you want to, or not as nerdy. So there you go. I think it's hot.
John. Let's go to Kelly for her 5-minute segment.
Let's do.
Should I just keep it? Should I just keep it right here? Does this look good?
Hey, Daniel, good thing. Okay. You're not going to take Vanna White's job, I promise.
I was going to hold it here. Go on, Kelly. Tell us.
All right.
If you had a sparkly dress, maybe. Sparkly dress.
Ooh.
All right.
Bedazzle. All right, so you want my take?
No, not really. Let's go to Andy. Oh, yes, go ahead.
So when John pulled this out at FBC Gamers, I was like, can I run to another table? No, thank you, Siree Bob. And luckily, I didn't get to play it that night. And then Daniel, in his, you must play this game before the show. I played it with Daniel. And John, are you ready for this?
I don't know if I am.
I enjoyed it. Yes. I actually got into it.
Nice.
I almost feel embarrassed, being honest. I should have lied. Because I don't know the hemisphere where I like a game that John picked out, because he's crazy about the games he brings.
Yep. But
And I will say, partially, I think it's who you play with. And this game, just so you know, yes, if you're a nerd, check. Do you like spreadsheets? Check. Do you like rolling dice? Check. This is, if you like baseball, double check. This
Yeah.
is your game. It hits all those marks. Yes, you're flipping papers, you're flipping through cards, you're rolling the same 2 dice. But me and Daniel kept fighting ourselves. We'd roll the dice and go, oh, what is it? Yeah. And I just want to say, I kept rolling 11 snake eyes, which is special.
Oh.
It's my very first play of throwing it. I got a special event. Didn't I get like a home run off that, Daniel?
Yeah,
Something
you got a home
cray-cray.
run off someone's head.
Oh, is that what
Which
it was?
was-
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
it bounced
Yeah.
off their head. Yes.
Yeah, which is wild because literally she had to roll 2 ones,
Yeah.
then a 6, and then a 12 to get that result, which is like
Wow.
literally the rarest result you can get in the game, and it was on her first roll. Which
Oh,
was pretty
that's too
awesome.
cool.
I've retired these hands. They have done it all. But yeah, I liked it. I was really surprised. Would I buy it? Probably not. But I have to say, if it came out and someone asked me, I might sit down and play it now.
No, there we go. All right. Well, I know Andy is going to
Yeah.
have nothing but positive things to say about it, so I don't even know if we need to go to him. Andy, did you have
Probably
anything to
not.
add?
Probably not. I
Yeah.
have nothing to add. No, I have lots
Just
to
like
add.
me.
I have lots to add, John. Let me just say this: when you you put this one out there, this is how what it was just.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah, that's right. This was not in the wheelhouse of a board game. This was fantasy football before they had the internet, before computers.
Or a
this
calculator.
was D&D for baseball
That's true.
with
That's accurate.
no DM. D&D for baseball with no DM. If that sounds fun to you, go right ahead. But man, it was a swing and a miss for me, man. It was not a fan. Not
If
a
you
fan.
need
It was-
if you
What?
need
Go
a
ahead.
if you need a DM, go use the restroom, but just not the one at Daniel's house.
That's
That's below us, John.
yeah,
below us.
I can't believe you do that. Just anyway. Yeah, it was okay with John just because he was so excited about it. It was like playing with my son at Christmas, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Did he shush you?
He's-
Did he put
he's-
up the finger till he
I
shut
think
up?
he probably shushed me a few times. He just, oh, Andy, this is that. Oh, let's go to page 27. Oh, 27B. Oh, and just like, what are we doing here? And I'm sorry. You know what? The guy I'm sure that made this put a lot into it. There is a lot of detail to it. Look, there's no doubt there's a lot of detail. But when you were talking about the production quality, aside from the stadium, I mean, it wasn't cool booklets. It was pieces of paper stapled together. It was like you printed
No.
something off, and it was fine. But
It has a binder to it. There's a binder. There's a nice cover to it. I say, if you've ever played Stratomatic or these other games, it's literally just sheets of paper that you're wallowing through to try to find the right chart. So that really
He went
makes
to
it a lot
Office
more
Max
helpful.
and got it binded up. Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, this game has absolutely no strategy. There is no strategy whatsoever. All you're doing is chucking dice and following a script.
No.
You know,
You really need to know baseball because there was stuff that we were rolling, and then Daniel would catch me and be like, wait, did you know? Because of this thing in baseball, you can tag or something, and you can go make this choice. And I didn't know. But like
Yeah.
when he did it, I actually got a home run. I was excited. So I was like, Daniel, is there anything special I do? He goes, no, you
Well,
probably
maybe-
want to do that. 'cause
Did I miss
so
something?
when you really know baseball, yeah, John probably was terrible at teaching and forgot.
He
to
probably
play.
was,
But
'cause
I played
what
with
you're
the true
describing-
DM, the great Daniel.
What you're describing sounds more like a little bit of a choose your own adventure, and I guess I could get behind that maybe a little bit, but
No,
Well,
I don't know.
Andy-
It's
choose your own baseball.
way too blah for me.
Andy, as you manage a baseball, you're managing a baseball game. So this is a baseball game. So a guy's on first base. Do you want to steal? I didn't know I had to tell you that because if you got a fast guy and you know baseball, you know that stealing is something you do in baseball.
You know what I want to do if
No,
I
I
want to
did-
play baseball, John?
What?
I go play
Batter
baseball.
up.
Well, there you go. Well,
That's
no,
right.
you don't actually.
I manage my
So-
kids' little league team.
All
Well, then
right.
you
What a
know
dad.
what
I'm
happens
gonna-
in a game.
I'm just going to
Come
take the
on,
reins
Daniel.
from here because
Daniel,
I
Daniel,
think
what do
I'm
you have
only
to
gonna
say?
be- This game was fun for the right crowd. It was fantastic for the right crowd.
Yeah.
This is like, I think Andy said it. It's spreadsheet the board game, this is a role-playing game. You're even crunching stats. The part that none of us really got to experience was that the game remembers when your players does a strikeout or does walks or gets an out, and you crunch these stats, which can make the players better, and it tells the story. Also, as far as strategy, there are optional rules in this game where you can actually, there's a stealing chart, there's a bringing the infield in chart. There's, like I told Kelly what she was trying to say, and she just butchered it, which is fine, Kelly. It's fine. She had a runner on first, and she did a pop up to the right field, and I was like, oh, this is a fast runner. You can actually run to try to get to second, tag up and run, and she did, and she rolled the dice, and she needed an 8+, and she got the 8+, and she's like, yes. And there was like when Kelly and I were playing, we had turn after turn of stand-up moments in this game, and then we were like, Kelly's like, well, what else can I do? And I said, well, in this setting you can send your runner early, or you can bring in the infield. And she's like, let's try that. So we were always trying to like the new things and exploring what this game does. Also, John, you said that the book you can flip through and there's different scenarios, which is different than Stratomatic. This book was really cool because it had every scenario. If you had people on first and third, that was a new page. If you had somebody on third and second, that's a new page. So different results could happen and different things would happen. Now, I do want to say one negative. Well, two negatives. One is, if this doesn't even sound remotely interested, don't ever play it. It's for a niche audience. It really is. But the second negative I'm going to say about it is actually a positive, is that this game felt just like baseball. Kelly had the most amazing first ending in all of history. And she was like, this game is incredible. I'm losing my mind. And then we went 4 more innings before anything happened.
Yeah, that
and Kelly was like, this game's kind of getting dull. And I was like, well, yeah, it's baseball.
That's baseball.
and then the bottom of the fourth happened, and
Lollygaggers.
and then the bottom of the fourth happened.
You do feel like you're lollygagging.
Yeah, so the bottom of the fourth happened. I tied the game, and then in the fifth, she took the lead, and then in the seventh, I took the lead, and then in the eighth, she took the lead, and in the ninth inning, I rolled dice, I did the things, I stole bases, and I won the game, and Randy got to see it. And I won in front of Randy, so it was exciting.
Mind you, Daniel took those little meeples. He was like, "Boo, boo, boo, boo."
That's right. I had to run around
He did the whole run.
I rolled a
He
D20.
even got up and did it too.
I rolled a D20. I hit for the cycle.
I do want to say this, Andy, that when I first started getting into these kind of games, that's the way someone explained it to me that was into D&D. It's like, this is really a role-playing game. You say you don't play role-playing games, but this is a role-playing game. You're a manager and a general manager, and you're rolling dice to see what happens and putting yourself in the best situation you can.
I will say
that's a good point.
I will say this. At least it's not a co-op.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, I got to talk about the pitchers too. The pitchers get tired and then they start downgrading. And I didn't think this would really come into play, but sure enough, on the third time around the rotation, I would downgrade it, and I was like, I'll keep my guy, and it was like a D at that point. And negative things happened, and I was like, I'm pulling them, and I did, and I brought in an A+, and then immediately she rolled something that was like, if you have an X pitcher, then it's a strikeout, otherwise it's a walk. And I was like, I'm so glad I just switched out my batter or my pitcher. There's a lot of fun things about this game, and don't let the curmudgeon Andy over here dissuade you. He came in with that and said, I wasn't even there, but I'm pretty sure this was Andy, I don't want to play this game. It's made of paper. And I'm pretty sure that was an actual
game.
quote.
Well, to be fair, all these scenarios you're talking about, John did not cover all this with me. We played a very basic version of this game.
That was all I could get out of Andy. It was a quick, very basic version.
If you had given me a little more examples of
all
strategic
the
choices.
Rules?
He explained some of them, not all of them, but
I'm shocked. He didn't expect you to know the ins and outs. Sorry.
No, I will say this. It kind of reminded me of First and Roll, and First and Roll is okay.
Okay, thanks for that.
That was very profound.
Thank
Dynamite
you.
drop in, Andy.
It did feel, First and Roll feels like a football game. I guess this felt like a baseball game, but it just, if I want to play baseball, I'm going to go play baseball, man.
No, you won't. But anyway.
Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey, Ken Griffey baseball. What was that, 94?
Wow, you're really
Yeah.
trailing off now. All right, thank you, Andy, and thank you, everyone else. So that is, I think we pretty much everyone except for Andy pretty much liked Diamond Dice baseball. At least it was hot for me. It was okay at least for everybody else except for Andy. But where it really shines, like Daniel was saying, is when you play a season or something, you're keeping the stats and you're seeing do my guys hold up to the stats that they really put up. So that's where it really gets cool too. But if you want to get deep in the woods, but what do you think about this game? Is this something that are you the niche that this game is looking for, or are you not? Are you going to try the niche? Sometimes the niche is good.
The niche.
Daniel's dog agrees.
Yes,
Check it out.
let's just be quiet while he's barking.
Two roughs.
Two roughs from
Two roughs from Scarlet.
Right. All right. Well, that's strike three. So what's up next, Andy?
All right, here we go. Final segment. Ball. That's it.
I guess it's ball four.
Ball.
I literally have been waiting 3 hours for that. Yeah, you heard me right. 3 hours, guys.
We put it
All
in
right,
for all
well.
5 viewers.
You know, when you guys are watching this at home, this entire episode, maybe 1 hour, maybe 1 hour, 10 minutes. We've been here for 3 hours, but it's all worth it because we got the best segment yet, and it's very topical. That's right. You know it. You love it. She's back. It's not just board game Karen.
Right.
It's Phillies baseball Karen. That's right.
I
If
wish
you
I had
were
a
the first
blonde
time you're
wig.
watching this, if you were, that's a missed opportunity, Kelly.
Yeah, it
Dang.
was.
Okay. If you have watched this before, you know what the deal is. We go out and find 1 ratings on board games. I kind of obfuscated a little bit so that it's not very obvious. And then I read these reviews, and the other 3 need to guess what the game is. And they have 3 attempts. There's going to be 3 clues. They're going to write on their whiteboard, and they're going to say, I think the first guess is Warhammer 40K. And then I'm going to say the second clue. And then you're going to say, maybe you keep it Warhammer 40K, or maybe you change it. And then you're going to keep it on there so that we can continue to see what you voted for. If you guys do not get the right answer, I get a point. If you get a right answer in the first clue, you get 3 points. 2, you get 2 points. And 1, you get 1 point. So we're going to pause right here so that he can get a whiteboard.
A few moments later.
Hey, are you, lady and gentlemen, ready
I think
for
so.
round 1? Okay. Now, I will point out that these are all sports themed game because we got to have a little boundaries, or else they could just be anywhere, right? So now you guys have a starting point. So, clue 1, game 1. Let's go. Sorry, I was. Hansa almost showed up.
He's gonna do it as
Hansa,
Hansa.
go away! Go away, Hansa.
Deer around the board.
Dear around the board.
I do a great Hansa impression. You guys should ask me in person one day. Okay.
Sound just like him.
This isn't a game of strategy. It's a game of watching your dreams collapse 1 dice roll at a time. If I wanted this much pain and disappointment, I'd become a real sports fan. All right. We're going to start with John. What do you got?
I got first and roll.
All right. That's a good guess, but wrong. Well, actually, sorry.
Well,
it could be right. It could be right or
Wow.
wrong. You don't know.
Ha!
You don't know.
Spoiler!
I
Kelly,
suspect.
What's your clue?
Bat
Or
Flip
guess.
Dynasty
Bat Flip?
2.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo. All right. Andy?
Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl.
All right. So we got 3 different guesses, one of which does not exist. All right. Clue number 2. Every game ends the same way. My team is unconscious. My star player is in a shallow grave, and I sit there wondering, why didn't I just play Monopoly? All right. John, what do you got? Sticking with
Blood Bowl,
Oh,
Blood
you
Bowl, or
changed
Blood
it.
Bowl 2, The Wrath of Khan. One of the 2.
Yes. All right. All right, Kelly.
Where
Oh, I
is
should have
it?
started with Kelly.
Where is it?
Bats versus zombies.
Bats versus zombies.
Interesting.
I mean, that's like every zombie game, right? You have to have a bat. There you go. Answer down below. Are zombies? Thank you for the very late drop. Are zombie games sports games? Because you get to hit them with bats. Maybe.
True.
Andy, what do you
Batter
got?
I'm sticking with my first guess, Blood Bowl.
Whoa, Andy's
What?
going with Blood Bowl, doubling down, really confident. Okay, let's see if clue through. Let's see if
True.
clue 3 sheds some light. I discovered the true sport of this game is waiting for the dice to betray you. Want to make a pass? Skull. Want to dodge? Skull. Want to breathe? Skull.
Like the
So
chewing
many
tobacco?
skulls.
Yes, skull.
Skull.
Yes, exactly. Skull.
I'm sorry. We gotta keep this PC. Big League Chew.
You want to pass? Copenhagen.
Andy, are you going 3 for 3? Sticking
Blood
with the Blood Bowl. All right, John, what do you got? Did you
Sticking
change
with
your
Blood
answer?
Bowl. Sticking
Should've
with Blood
changed your
Bowl.
answer, fool of a took. Kelly.
Still writing.
Kelly's still
Still writing. Now that she's got our answers.
She had our answers.
What do you got, Kelly?
Dinos and baseballs.
There you go.
Dinos and tweebles?
No, Dinos.
What?
No, Dinos.
Dinos and baseballs. It's an
Okay.
IP. It's an IP. It's Flintstones.
All right. Wow.
I'm just psychic.
After
These
that-
are coming.
So yeah, Andy, you nailed it. Good job. So Andy, you get 3 points. John, you get 2 points because you got it on the second clue, and Kelly, you get 0 points. But I get 1 point because Kelly never guessed it. Haha, fool.
What about flavor
So-
points?
Kelly.
For flavor.
Kelly didn't get
Flavor
anything.
Flav.
You know why?
I'm not a
You
nerd.
play ball like a girl.
All right. I do feel like that one was a little easy, especially since I said real sport, right? Was that the giveaway there?
So easy. So many mainstreamers in Blood Bowl.
Dude, if you don't know what Blood Bowl is at this point, Kelly, you can't even call yourself a gamer or game snob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where's
let's
your
go
sign,
second
John?
game here.
Where's your sign?
All right, second game. Clue 1. I spent 2 hours deciding whether to buy a hot dog stand or hire a slightly better accountant. Truly a beautiful game. I think there was some sarcasm in that last part. All right, we're going to start with Kelly. Kelly, what do you get?
Oh, sorry. That was.
I'm hoping there's baseball this unfair.
Unfair.
About a carnival. Sure. There
Could
could
be the
be
baseball
for
throw.
the
They
zombies.
have baseball teams. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. Andy.
You know, it gave me vibes of Pursuit of Happiness.
Wow.
Okay.
And-
All right. So you two are both
that's
idiots.
A good
Got
answer.
it.
There's probably baseball
All right,
in Pursuit
John.
of Happiness.
Let's
There's
resolve.
definitely
Let's
accountants.
help them out here.
I just had a wild guess of
Lords.
Lords of Baseball.
Of baseball. All right. That's
Just a wild
those are
stab.
all bad guesses. Okay. Clue 2. I wanted to feel like a legendary manager. Instead, I feel like an overworked middle manager arguing with imaginary sponsors about sock colors.
I like these comments.
Yeah, we upped our game on the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
I know I have a game in mind. I just don't know what it's called.
Make it up.
Write down the idea of the game.
Okay.
The game where you blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what it is. I think. Okay. All right.
Okay. Andy, back to you. What you got?
Wasn't there a soccer game called 11
Uh,
that came out a while ago?
possibly. Nobody
Was it-
knows, actually. It's a
But
mystery.
that's a baseball game.
Well, they still listen. So you're talking about arguing with sponsors and socks. These all could apply to like a soccer
Yeah.
club as well. There's no
They
nobody
could.
says this has to be baseball.
Andy, I'm not going to say if you're right or wrong, but I will say that was a better guess than Kelly's unfair. Okay.
That's true.
John.
I have no other better answer. I'm going to say Lords of Baseball again.
Lords of Baseball. Double it down.
Doubling down.
Kelly.
So here's where I'm going to suck up to the host. But you
Okay.
did say this word in your description.
Okay.
Marvel Legendary. Come on, give us some points.
Kelly has embraced that she's bad at this game and she's just going all in. Okay.
I'm going all for humor, baby.
Clue.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah.
All right. Clue 3. Oh, you don't watch a match. You don't play a match. You just consult a chart that says, congratulations, your opponent's janitor scored a hat trick.
Mm.
I'm frustrated because I don't know the name of this game, and
I only know
Whatever.
half of it.
Oh, that was a frustration look. I thought that was a look of.
it could be that. Too. It could be that.
You look like you crapped your pants.
All right.
Oops.
Oops. Oopsie poopsie. All right. John, what you got?
I'm switching to 11.
Wow.
The Stranger
you
Things
have
game.
faith in
Racing game?
yourself. Instead, you have faith in Andy. That's scary, John.
It is.
You got to reflect in yourself. All right, Kelly. What you got?
Once again, sucking up to the host, but Unmatched, one of the releases.
That's right. She's
One of the
right. She got
releases.
it. We're just gonna end it right here. It's Unmatched American Fever Dream.
Sure, why not?
Like Kelly winning this match. Okay, Andy.
I don't know. I feel like there's a different game that I'm thinking of, but I can't think of what the name could be. So I'm going to stick with 11.
All right.
I feel like there's another soccer game. I can't remember what it is though.
Are you thinking of that soccer game that Portal made?
Maybe.
And that our friend Ryan Evans had?
Isn't
and
that
that game
11?
is called 11?
Yeah.
That's it.
You guys got it right. It's 11.
All right. I'm not an idiot.
What? I lost. I thought I won.
Look, Mom.
All right.
I'm not an idiot.
So Andy has 2
Why was there
points
that
on
pause? Why was there a
round.
pause there? It's a long
Because
pause.
the jury's still out, buddy.
John 1, Kelly 0, and hey, guess what? I get a point too. Huzzah! Actually, I think I did this wrong. Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, round 3 and the final round. If I wanted to throw money at fast things I couldn't control, I'd just go to a horse track and yell at strangers. I will admit, I don't know how that has to do with throwing money. Like, do you throw at money? Do you throw money at strangers when you yell at them?
Hold on.
I got this one in the bag.
I know this one, but I can't remember the name. Oh, it's a
Well,
wanna
I'm
encounter
stuck
this
between
guy.
2 different ones because I
Can
got
I
fooled
go
on
walk
the last
over there
one.
really quick? Because I see it right there, but I can't remember the name.
Squint.
I can't remember the name of one of the ones I'm thinking of.
Oh, you want to cry some more?
There's no crying in baseball.
I had to find a way to get that clip in.
I guess.
You are kind of
So that
wild.
was the second time you used it.
No, I didn't do that one before. I don't think.
I think you did.
Oh, okay.
Did I?
No, that was my intro. Thank you.
Oh well, the intro name. Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just go with this because I can't remember the one I'm thinking of.
It's about time.
All right, Kelly
I know, I've been
finally
holding
actually
this up all
seems
night.
like she was confident about something. I hope it's not Marvel Zombie Side.
It's not, but I
Spoilers.
don't think I got the name right.
All right,
Long
what do you got? Long Shot. That's a game about horses, right?
It is.
Betting on
Okay.
horses.
The clue said horses. All right, Andy.
Ready, set, bet. Woo!
Also about
Okay.
horses.
That's a good one.
Good job. Okay. All right. I hope this game's about horses. All right, John.
Ready, set,
Ready,
bet.
set,
but
bet.
I think it was just throwing us
Oh.
off. I don't think that's actually the
I
game.
think
We're gonna find out.
I think we'll find out. Clue 2. This isn't racing. It's a cardboard stock market where the only thing accelerating is my blood pressure. Man, John, this is the
Go for it.
longest title of a game ever, apparently. He's been writing for.
He's
Are you
writing.
Google searching it?
I'm trying
You're
to
looking
look
on
up
Board
this
Game Geek,
game
aren't
because
you?
I have an
You
idea of the game.
cheater!
But I
You
can't,
can't look up games.
I can't
You're
remember the name of the
an
game.
You think I couldn't remember the name of? I couldn't remember the name of
Empire!
11, and I still threw it down.
That was the name of the game.
Empire.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure.
Let's see your
I didn't know
hand.
Googling
I will
it.
describe it.
No.
Wow, do we have the first experience of cheating on Around the Board?
Can we just
No,
throw
because
him
I
out?
didn't find it.
Throw him out. Throw him out. He's out.
He's
I always
out
knew John
there.
was a cheater.
Strike 3, you're out.
We've had bribery, we've had pandering, but we've never had cheating, John.
Is he still looking this up?
Wow. He's,
Nope,
he's
I'm writing down the
a
description.
book.
All right.
Oh
fine.
my gosh, you're gonna have to read that out loud.
Nope.
All right. John, read us your novel.
I can't remember the name of the game. Andy loves playing this with his kids. The game where you bet on who's going to win the car race and you control one particular
Oh.
cars
Oh,
and you use
yeah.
cards and you do all
Can
the...
I
Can't remember the name of
want
the
me
game.
to say it for him?
Yes,
Can I
please.
say
I
it for
can
him?
say, no, don't let him say it. We'll fine, we can say it.
Camelot.
But he doesn't get credit. It's not
Not
Camel Up.
Camel Up. It's a car race game.
It's Downforce.
Oh,
He's
I
thinking
didn't hear you say car.
Downforce. Thank
Downforce is what
you.
he's
It's
thinking.
Downforce.
Oh,
But that's
I
not-
heard
that's not a cardboard stock market. There's no
Daniel's
cardboard.
dying. He's clutching his heart. I finally killed him.
I feel so confident that I'll let him have Downforce as a guess because I'm so confident that it's not Downforce.
Thank you for
John's
letting
like,
me
what's
have
the
my
game
guess.
about cars racing? Camel Up, of course.
Yeah.
Well, they were cars for some people back in the day.
Okay.
Okay.
Down-
My
Downforce, like I
ADHD
said.
failed me again. I squirreled out that part.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
She was
Kelly,
so
what do you
confident.
got?
I know. Camel Up.
Pick me.
All right, Kelly. What you
All
got?
right. Kelly, what you got?
Okay.
What you got?
I went stockpile.
Stockpile. I said stock market.
Yep.
You're right.
I just zone in on a word Daniel says. That's it.
You're thinking of the tabletop team up game Downpile.
Yes.
that would've been.
Look that one up.
Yes.
All right.
No, thank
Andy,
you.
Tabletop team.
Save
up.
this.
Yes.
Do you mean
No, I don't.
Answers, please.
couldn't even get to it? All right, I'm sticking with Ready Set Bet. I'm
Okay.
sticking with Ready Set
Ready,
Bet.
set, bet. All right. We
How is
got
that a
wildly
cardboard
different
stock
answers
market?
here. Okay.
Just for
Last
fun.
clue, guys. I gotta collect myself. Actually, you know what? Hansa, come and read this last clue. Half of the time, you're stuck moving everyone else's vehicles forward like some unpaid pit crew, while your so-called car, or camel, sits in the back like it's out on a Sunday drive.
Okay,
Dang it.
John does not get credit because he couldn't come up with the name.
Yes, he
All I
does. I
know
wanted to say it
is-
the first time. I said
No.
ready, set, bet because I couldn't think of it.
No.
I want to point out that it didn't say camel. Hansa was just making fun of Kelly
I figured
because
as much.
Hansa.
You know what?
just
Me and
does
Hansa
that.
got a date in the parking lot. That's all I gotta say.
Hans on
He hasn't had a date in a long time, Kelly. So be careful. Don't.
Go on.
Andy, you seem confident. Do you have an answer?
Well,
Sticking with ready, set, bet.
based on that guess, I'm going to go with the game that John could not come up with, Downforce.
I described it.
Doesn't matter. That's not
It
what this
does.
game is.
He
That's
said
not
that's
the,
what you should
the
do.
Name of the game
Downforce
is,
once again.
the name of the game is not describe the game. It is name the game.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
Board Game Karen, to be precise. That's the
Whatever.
name of this
Exactly.
game, Board Game Karen.
Yeah.
Which someone sounds like a Board Game Karen right
Yep.
now.
He wants to see the manager.
I'm sorry.
Kelly.
I'm
That doesn't
clearly
make sense.
I
the
know.
board game Karen, just like in how I play games, whether I have the wrong strategy or not, I double down. Camel Force.
I'd play that game.
All right, Kelly wins. Kelly wins.
All right. Well, with that, the answer was Downforce. Good job. Good job.
What?
Thank you.
I should give extra points for John for being able to describe it in such
Oh, that's bull crap.
precise example.
I should have done that in the
All
first
right, well-
round. 'Cause that was the first game I thought of. But
Now
It's
you
called
said
asterisk.
you said something about cardboard. There's no cardboard in Downforce.
there's a
I don't know.
I mean, there's a
What's
board.
the board made out of?
There's a
Dude,
board.
You think
You
you
said
said
it-
it makes sense?
There's no cardboard. There's
Made out of
cards. There's
oxygen.
cards and there's little cars. There's no
What's
cardboard.
the
Okay, well,
board made
go
out
give
of?
this game a 1 rating, okay? Go
will.
review this game and say that the Karens out there clearly don't know what they're talking about.
Clearly.
1 star. Clearly.
Clearly.
All right. Guys,
Clearly.
let us know if you fared any better than Kelly did. You had to have. If not, give me your gamer card because I already have Kelly's. She's out of here. All right.
I almost thought about
Well,
going
with that,
with
guys-
Winner's Circle at one point.
You can take my card, but you can never take my passion.
Okay.
We'll
That's
squash
something.
your passion. All right. You know what else is something? Andy, you're the winner today. What?
Oh, how about that? Where's my applause?
How about
button?
that?
Oh,
What
here
were,
it is.
what were the
Of
what were the
course.
scores there,
Thank you.
Daniel?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Take your bow.
Well, if you were
Thank
watching
you.
from the very beginning, we didn't do scores except for Board Game Karen. So the final score was Andy, you had 6, John, you had 4, Kelly, you had 0, and Daniel,
Ah.
you had 3. Because Daniel's
Rude.
what I call myself. Okay. So, Andy, 2 minutes of uninterrupted ranting and raving about whatever it is that you want, hopefully about board games, but who knows because it's Andy.
Well,
Settle it.
where to start? Let's start in the year I was born, 1979.
Oh,
It
gosh.
was the Carter administration. I don't know what to say. I didn't prepare anything. I never win. I never win anymore. What am I supposed to do here?
Think of something you want to say.
I want to defend myself because I think a lot of people have been accusing me of being a curmudgeon and a negative Nancy ever since Chris left the show. And you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to get better. I really do. Help me get better. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. I found out what I want to talk about. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Good.
I want to talk to you about Kansas City sports and the long-suffering fans of Kansas City sports, okay? So we have had a really tough time up until the last 10 years. It was rough. It was really rough. Now, we've had an unprecedented amount of... Why am I talking about sports? What I want to talk about is a game I have not played, but I think I would like because I like the game so much, and that is a game of ice hockey, and I believe it's called Hot Shots. And I really want to get a hand on that. I want to know, have you
Trick
played
shots.
this? Shut up.
He did get the
Trick
name
shots,
right.
hot shots, whatever. Anyway, Trick Shots. Have you played this game? Does anybody have it out there? If you do, come find me at a con and bring it, and we'll play it together. And I'll see if I can actually like one of those types of games because I think it's like a Blood Bowl type thing or whatever. And
Oh, okay.
yeah,
You'll play someone else's
Yeah, you
game.
won't like it.
I'm so proud of you, Andy.
I think I'd like it just because of hockey players. I was a hockey player.
Andy.
Yeah.
Our producer Randy owns the game
Oh.
and has invited you over to play.
Wow. Has he just been keeping this from me? I didn't know this. Of course, you probably told me. I just forgot.
That's amazing.
You know what my favorite hockey game was growing up? Blades
slide
of
hockey?
Steel.
Oh, okay.
It's a game for the NES.
I
Blades of
prefer
Steel.
Blades of Glory.
Did you never?
Wasn't that a movie with Napoleon Dynamite?
Did you never play the
something like that?
Did you never play the rod hockey where they move the guys and try to slap?
Oh
the
yeah,
puck?
bubble hockey. Bubble hockey.
Foosball.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah,
No,
foosball.
not foosball.
Love it.
Bubble
It's
hockey. That
bubble
sounds
hockey, I
like
think.
bubble.
It's in a big
trash.
bubble. It's in a
They
big
don't.
bubble.
They're not all in a big bubble, but some of them are.
Well, most of the good ones
Yeah.
are.
You pass it and then
No,
you
Andy,
slam it in there.
They're in a bubble, just like COVID.
Okay.
You're in a
Since
bubble.
well, on that note, since Randy has played the game, it means I've played the game. And you said it's like Blood Bowl, and it actually kind of is, but I think you're actually going to really like it because it's really hockey strategy, and you got to position your players so that you can pass the puck and strike at the right time. And every single thing you do in the game, though, is you roll like a die. So the first action you do, you roll one die, which is easy to do. Second action, 2 dice, 3 dice, 4 dice, and you keep going until you finally fail. But you get 3 re-rolls every time you don't have a turnover. But the strategic placement of your characters, they're good. It's good. John, what are you even talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say you talked this
Traumatic
baseball game to death. You're like,
It was the show. We were talking about it for the show.
oh, so you don't really feel that way. You're saying you're
I
just making
do,
it
but
all
we're
up.
going to talk about it.
Oh, gee. All right.
All right. Well, whatever. Andy, thank you for always a great 2 minutes of just nonsense and getting inside your head. So let's move on to the last segment of our show, which is birthdays. All right. I'll start. Unmatched is 2019, 6 years old. Unmatched is a 2-player scrimmage game. One of my favorite games of all time. Probably in the top 10. Find out soon when I redo my top 100 games of all time. Ha.
Cool. My birthday is Welcome to. Came out in 2018, so it's 7 years old. Still my favorite roll and write, and it's almost
verb and
time.
verb.
Flip and Phil.
Verb and verb. Still my favorite verb and verb.
Flip and Phil.
And it's time to pull out the Christmas edition almost. Here in another month or two, we'll pull that out and put Christmas lights in our house.
You don't have the Halloween edition?
I don't.
No. Oh, lame.
Sorry. I got spring and I got Christmas. Kelly, what you got?
Well, speaking of editions, Love Letter, which has about 100 of them.
Oh.
And if you find the Black Edition or Batman, you can make some moolah. Sorry.
Yep. I
Came
had
out
the
in
Batman edition.
2012. Oh.
I sold it.
Same.
Yeah.
Before it was worth anything.
Before it popped. I have the Hobbit, or the
nice.
Lord of the Rings edition. Anywho, Love Letter came out in 2012. It is 13 years old. Sweet teens.
All right. And my birthday is the best game of all time. Everyone on the show loves it. It is 9 years old. came out in 2016. We're talking, of course, about the Uwe Rosenberg masterpiece, Feast for Odin.
Which you seldom taught me.
Happy birthday,
Bloated.
Feast for Odin.
Bloated.
Oh, so good. So good.
Bloated like a man who's had too much meat. All right. What? Who said that?
I don't know what that means. Okay, go ahead.
Afraid to ask what that means.
Meat sweat? What?
There,
Andy, take us out.
All righty. I love this show, and thank you for being a part of it. We hope you loved it too. Please, when you get a chance, like and subscribe. You know the drill. And if you have already liked and subscribed, well, tell somebody else to like and subscribe, and have them tell somebody else to like and subscribe, and then you too could be a part of our pyramid scheme. Right here and around the board. And you can check us out on social media. We've got a Facebook group around the board. You can find us on the email, the electronic mail. It's mail@aroundtheboard.net. And Daniel's recently started an Instagram, so he's getting with the times. He's one of the cool kids. Yep. There you go. You do you, bro. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time around the board.
You know what sports game we need to do next? Did you see they came out with Tecmo Super Bowl, the game?
Look at this
I think
baseball.
I've heard
I
of
think
that,
it's like
actually.
3 years old.
Really?
Got a baseball for
I've never
the
seen that before. Apparently
wild
it's a
card
Target
game
now.
in 2014 with Royal PPAs.
So we couldn't do hot or not.
Card will murder you if you're my son.